making music. Music, the music. Fun Factory. Hey, aren't you glad you didn't miss today? Don't we have a wonderful surprise here at the Music Fun Factory? Our friend Mr. Barnett has come by to play some instruments for us, and I bet you know what instrument he was just playing. Sure, the banjo. Don't you just love to hear the banjo? We're so glad you came to see us today.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Gababo. I'm glad to be here.
Well, you know, the banjo kind of makes us want to tap our toe and clap our hands a little bit. Would you like to do that again? Maybe he'd play another song for us.
Oh, please. Oh, sure. How about the Golden Slippers?
Wonderful.
That's a great banjo.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Well, my goodness, how long have you been playing this banjo, Mr. Barnett?
Well, started when I was 7 years old.
7 years old,
Yes, ma'am.
okay. Well, you see, boys and girls, now's the time to begin to play an instrument like this so that you'll be able to play it well like Mr. Barnett. I bet you had to practice a lot, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I practiced every day. Several hours a
Every day. Well, you know, I want to know about the banjo, and I know the boys and girls do. It has such a bright sound. What makes it sound so bright?
Well, now that's because it has a skin head. It's really a drum.
Sounds like a drum head. It sure does.
And it's got a head made out of plastic. Used to be skin. Used to be made out of skin, calf skin. But now they're made out of plastic.
Oh, I see. And, you know, I noticed these things on your fingers here. You were just plucking away. What do you call those?
These are my picks. You have one plastic one on your thumb and two metal ones for your fingers.
So you don't use just your fingers. You use picks to get that bright sound. Is that it?
That helps.
Ah, I see. Well, now, I noticed something else, boys and girls. Did you? I was looking up here at the strings, and I noticed all the way at the end those little white things in the back. What do they do?
Oh,
What
those
are
are the
those?
pegs. They tune the strings, you know.
So you turn them, and it makes the pitch either go up or down. Aye, all right. Now, but I'm curious about this little fella right here. Why is this one so far down here and the rest are up there?
Well, the strings on the banjo are tuned D, B, G, D, and an octave high, a G an octave higher than the third string.
Oh,
It's
I
a high,
see.
it's a high string, and therefore the distance from here to here is shorter so that it can
That makes
be
it
tuned
higher then.
without being so tight.
Oh, I understand.
So you won't break your string.
I understand now. So then, the box of the banjo that kind of amplifies the sound is round, and you know, I love the banjo sound, and I've always wanted to play along with the banjo. Maybe we could do a song together.
Well, get your
Professor,
guitar.
you get your banjo.
All right,
and
I got a big
let's
banjo.
do it.
Great, and let me get my guitar, and let's think of a song that maybe we could sing along with him. How about Old Susanna? I came from Alabama with my banjo on my knee. Perfect song, don't you think so? All right,
Ready?
let's see what
Yes,
it might
sir.
sound like.
Are you
Here we
ready?
go. Ooh. Could sing it with him this time. Would you like to try? Okay, come on now. Watch the words and let's sing. Ready? Oh, I come from Alabama with my banjo on my knee. I'm going to Louisiana, my true love for to see. It rained all night the day I left. The weather, it was dry. Sun so hot, I froze to death. Susanna, don't you cry. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me. I come from Alabama with my banjo on my knee. Woo! All right, that's wonderful. Oh, I love the sound of that banjo, Mr. Barnett.
Oh, thank you, Mrs.
That's
Kabama.
wonderful. But, you know, I noticed another instrument back here. Looks very much like my guitar, except it's a little prettier. What kind of guitar is it?
Oh, well, this is the classical guitar here.
Classical guitar. Oh, wait a minute now. What are you pulling out here?
Well, this is my footrest. It goes with me everywhere I go and play the classical guitar because it elevates my leg or my thigh up here so that when I set my guitar on my leg, it's at the proper height for playing.
Well, isn't that something? I can see. Looks like the guitar's made right there to fit your leg, isn't
Yeah,
it?
sort of just made for it.
All right. Well, I would love to hear what this sounds like. You call it by a special name, so it must play special kinds of music.
Yes, it's a classical guitar. It has nylon strings. Used to be gut strings, but in recent years they've made them out of nylon, but it's more suitable for playing classical music than is like the steel-stringed instruments. The electric solid body guitar.
Right, okay. Well, we know what electric guitars are, but I'm anxious to hear what this classical guitar sounds like. Could you play something for us?
Oh, sure. How about Malagueña? That'd be all right?
Yes, I'd love to hear it. beautiful.
Yes, ma'am. That was very nice, Mr. Barnett. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Professor Pickens.
And you know, I noticed a real difference between the sound of the guitar and the banjo, didn't you, boys and girls? It had a much mellower sound.
Oh, yeah.
I think it has to do with maybe the wood that the guitar is made of.
That's right. When you tap the guitar, you have a more mellow sound, and when you tap the banjo, you want to tap it there.
Sounds like a drum to
Brighter
me.
sound.
That's right. I also noticed something else. Look, boys and girls, Mr. Barnett did not have any picks on his fingers. He was using just his fingers and his fingernails.
Right. You use the flesh at the end of the finger and the fingernail in combination to make the tone. You approach the string with the flesh, and then the string quickly goes onto the edge of the nail and off the middle of the nail just about to create the tone.
That's wonderful. There's something else I noticed that you were doing with this hand when you were making the different pitches up there on the fingerboard.
Oh, yes, the
You were
vibrato.
kind of wiggling your fingers. What's that?
Vibrato. You shift at the elbow, you wave the whole mechanism here clear to the elbow. And it makes the pitch rise and fall.
Gives it a warm sound, doesn't it? Sounds like the voice, really,
Right,
when you sing. Well, hasn't this been a wonderful treat today, boys and girls? Mr. Barnett, thank you so much for coming to the Music Fun Factory.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
We'd love for you to come again another day. Would you do that?
Most certainly.
Because I love to hear the banjo and I love to hear the guitar, and I don't know anybody that can play it any better than our friend Mr. Barnett. Do you? So, boys and girls, we're going to look for you next week now, and you never know what kind of surprise we're going to have here at the Music Fun Factory, so don't you miss, okay? Now, Mr. Barnett, we're going to be leaving, but I'd love to hear the guitar again. Would you play a little bit for us?
Sure.
We're making music, come and see, here at the Music Fun Factory. We've got rhythm, we've got the beat. The music machine makes you tap your feet. Slide the tune both up and down. Add a little harmony all around. Push it on out, and you will see we're making you